Well, the tragedy that is the reality in schools in parts of Baringo County is unsettling. Schools that were closed due to banditry reopened, but to another crisis: insufficient food and drinking water due to the increased population, as well as some schools hosting both parents and students. A week ago, students from Yatta Secondary School ran away from school after the institution depleted food in its stores. As NTV's Ruth Sarmoy-Chesenge now reports, this situation puts the government on the spot, as low and late school capitation are among the reasons for the distress.
The increased enrollment of students at Yatta Secondary School in Baringo North brought a strain on the little resources that had been allocated for the institution, which heavily depends on bursaries.
So that one posed a challenge of food, because the 435 have not been captured by the NEMIS. The ones which were in the NEMIS at that time were about 20 to 15 students.
And just last week, the metaphoric space between a rock and a hard place situation became more tangible. The learners were forced to sleep on nearly empty stomachs.
For the first time, my students took porridge and then they went to sleep, which was the worst. That's never happened before.
As a result,
about 40 boys left the school in the morning at around 3 in the morning, claiming that there was njaa. They didn't eat anything just because they took porridge at night.
The parents find themselves in an equally helpless state, as many are still living in camps after bandits and floodwaters from Lake Baringo displaced them from their homes.
I reached the Minister of Education. They told me they are only dealing with the primary schools. We discussed with the commissioner, and that is why we were given 10 bags of beans, and then we were given 9 bags of rice. And that is what is in the store at the moment as we talk. And that is what assisted us for 2 to 3 days ago.
7 kilometers away from Yatta is Ngaratuko Primary School, which is also facing a similar problem.
Hatuna maji ya kunywa. Maji yenye tunatumia ni ya mto, ambaye hata tukifika huko insecurity pale ni mbaya. Tunaenda kufika watoto tunachimba maji, tunachimba mtaro chini, alafu tunachota maji. Hiyo maji hata sio ni ile maji colored. The
situation has been exacerbated by displaced community members who have pitched tent at their school premises, as the school security would serve them well.
Kwa hiyo darasa ya bibi tu sahi utakuta kuna majerikeni, kuna manguo ya wasasa wenye tunaishi pamoja, sababu kuna madarasa zingine.
Hata manyumba yetu imepomolewa yote. Sisi hatuna manyumba sahi, tunakaa tu shule situ. Wakati shule ikisema muende nyumbani tunasijui basi tunaenda wapi. Kwa sababu ukifika huko hakuna nyumba yetu, hakuna mlango, hakuna chochote.
The delayed capitation and lack of proper documentation has put learning for hundreds of children here at risk. Well wishers are their most tangible hope.
Unajua huwezi funza mtoto kwa darasa kama ako tumbo empty. Hapo hakuna kitu itaingia kwa akili.
Many communities are unable even to support their families. Without food, many children will go back home and then they'll go back to other activities which are not good.
If a school that is paying 40,000 as fees and then they are crying, what of the school that is not paying fees and you are maintaining students, over 435 students? How many times can we be able to cry?
Kama wanafunzi watapata chakula watakuwa na shida, na shule wanaweza funga shule indefinitely kwa sababu ya chakula kabla hata uptime.
And I would really urge the government to try as much as they can to add allocation, especially in the budget, for conflict-prone zone areas, because it's a need and a big one for that matter.
Ruth Sarmoy-Chesenge, NTV.